Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, blow on. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And this one complete to Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Vick. This is caught.
Let's go. Let's do it. It's a gain of 18. Complete to John Ross. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let him know. Let him know. Check.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Ravens take over. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Watch the shit.
A run with Portis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw by Vick, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Vick now And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run it here with Portis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Staying on his feet. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Watch the eye.
Now on 2nd and 13. Vick, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after one. third down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. They will indeed go for it. Vic. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over first and 10. Come on, let's go. 7-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they run with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hustle, hustle. 40's the mic. 40's the mic.
They'll try to throw it here. Vic forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, Vic being chased out left. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
So here's Vic following the interception. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now. It's Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the run.
First down, Vic. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On third down, Mixon. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike.
On 4th down, Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Complete. Smith has it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing again on second down. Vick. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Check, 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 check. Hey, motion, motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Portis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Vick. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Vick. And that's caught by Smith. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From just shy of midfield, Vick forced out to his left. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll run it again with Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey. Okay. Mel, 50. Mike's 50. Dude. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mixon will try the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, Portis gets around him. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Mixon. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.